Welcome back, everybody, to a competitive modern league. I'm playing Jeskai Geist, Jeskai Tempo Geist. Um, if you want to know the details about the deck, check the short description of this video for the league playlist. I go over all the cards. The gist of this list, though, is I want to play with dragons. I want my grindy cards to just kill people instead of grind. That, and I really want to play against Valakut so I can see how this Shadow of Doubt works out. I go into the details about why Shadow of Doubt. I mean, it's obvious why it's good against them, but specifically why it's good against them in our deck and how it slots in and all of that stuff. So go check that out if you want to see that. You'll also find out why there's an Engineered Explosives in the main and a Geist in the sideboard. And actually, I could just put a link up here to that video. I'll do that. Okay, so that's really all I need to say. Let's get started with a match. While I'm waiting, this is probably a good time to mention some of my other videos. If you haven't already, my latest vlog is about what I think is the best tournament bag for Magic the Gathering. I think it's a pretty entertaining video. I've gotten good feedback. I do a parody of the professor from Tulare Community College, after which I actually do a full review of my favorite bag. Also, my other YouTube project, which is about landscape photography. I'll put a link up in the top right corner of the screen as well. I travel around Switzerland trying to capture amazing images, do a little hiking, kind of talk you through the process, and try to make a story about it. So check those out if you haven't already, and I would really appreciate it. Oh, one other thing. If you like my videos, please go ahead and click the like button. And if you want to see more than just this one, please consider subscribing if you're not already. I know a lot of people say that, and some of you are probably just like, yeah, of course I will. But I know that I forget a lot, and the truth is, like, I forget to do it for other people more than I should, and I've been trying to get better about that. But it tells me that you like what I'm doing, and that's like my motivator to know that I need to keep making videos. Okay, so here we go. Maybe this will queue up quickly, and we'll just jump right in. Sweet, it is. All right. Looks like we're going to be on the draw. Kind of a slow one, but it's actually not that it's slow. It has early interaction. I just don't like my early interaction being path. But I'll go ahead and play it because I can Colonnade, then Flooded Strand into a blue land and Logic Knot if I need to, perhaps. Bloodstained Mire, hard to say. Could be Burn. Yeah, I'll still do this. They could be playing Burn, Sacred Foundry, or it could be another Prison deck, which I would be like, please let me stop playing against those decks. It looks like Burn with Wooded Foothills. Okay, definitely playing against Burn. So I can get basics with these. I'm going to hold up this Logic Knot. I thought about playing the Colonnade, but I'm going to make all these other land drops without having to be forced to play this tap land. And I just want to start trying to trade my Logic Knots. I just want to start trying to trade with his burn spells. Like right here, I think I'll counter this. I could wait until he untaps, but I kind of just, in some ways, I don't care what I counter, as long as I'm just trading my counter spells for his spells. Now, if he plays like an Eidolon here, I'm happy to play him out and electrolyze it. I'd rather Helix it, but I'm not going to complain. Okay, so we are looking for a Lightning Helix. Let's just start off with the Serum Visions here. Bolt's good too. I don't think I need the extra removal, though. I think I can bottom both of these. And I think I can just play this Colonnade, get that out of the way, have Path to Exile in case he draws a creature. So we just want to make sure that we are keeping pace with like his spells and doing everything that we can to mitigate any life loss. All right, so let's let this trigger happen. I know I could electrolyze this, but I'm glad we got that land out of the way. It's not worth it to take the 2. Now that spell that he just cast actually did nothing. It didn't progress his game plan whatsoever. If we draw a Helix, I'm just going to just snap fire it off. We are drawing all the lands, too many lands. Let's play this mountain. I want to cycle this Electrolyze. I'll wait to see if we get to, kill something with it, but yeah, so he's going to pass. We're going to just Electrolyze him. Trying to dig toward Helix and Snapcaster Mages or a Geist. It's going to be hard to win this game, not because the burn matchup isn't good, but we have an overabundance of... Look how many lands we have in our hand, and look how many lands we have on the battlefield. Alright, so there's a Cryptic. That's really not what we want to see, but... I don't know if it... I guess I want to get another red online. I don't know that I need to keep it Cryptic and Path. Maybe I did, actually. Because now if he plays a Goblin Guide, then we could Path it and hold up Cryptic Command. Okay, suspend a Rift Bolt. Alright, crap. We don't have enough blue. And I don't want to go to 3. Maybe I should have played the Hallowed Fountain then. Maybe that was a bit of a mistake. Yeah, I think I should have played a different land. Because we don't have 4 blue to Queller and Cryptic. Unfortunately. So right now I'm going to Cryptic Command this Rift Bolt. And the reason is... there's a chance I draw into a Lightning Helix. Opponent still has 2 cards in hand. Skull Crackiness. Alright, there's a chance here. So we could fire up Colonnade, but I want to leave this Spell Queller up. Okay, so it still has 1 card in hand. Now we can activate Colonnade and Queller on the same turn. I believe Spell Snare's a great draw. Let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Queller. Yeah, I think we want to do that. Looks like he's going to try and Searing Blaze our Colonnade. I wonder if it's better to just Spell Snare this than Queller it. So I guess if we Spell Queller it, well, if he draws anything, we're just dead. We just have to, we have to definitely fade another draw step here, which is going to be really hard to do. See, if I don't fire up Colonnade, maybe that would have been better. Alright, that's obviously good for us. I want to hold up... I want a Colonnade, but I want a Visions more. Another Queller is really good. Snapcaster Mage is really good. Um, I'm actually only going to attack with the Spell Queller. The reason is he could just draw a Bolt next turn, but we can't get out of that with the Colonnade. So this hits a lot of his draws, but then this hits all the 1-mana draws. And if we draw the Snapcaster Mage next turn, we also get to snap, like, counter something. Yeah, so Rift Bolt, we're just going to Spell Queller that. Okay, so let's see. Next turn, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 mana, 5 mana, which leaves us 3 mana up after we Colonnade. And that deals him 8, so that's dead in 2 attacks. The issue with that is, again, he can just like snap. He can just draw bolts off the top and kill us. So I actually think we need to just hold on to this Snapcaster Mage. What we might be able to do here is just like Snapcaster counterbalance the Snapcaster Mage. Does that change anything? So that gives us 4 mana up. We don't have enough in our graveyard to snap Cryptic. I'm sorry, we don't have enough in our graveyard to snap Logic Knot, actually, unfortunately. So as much as I want to, I think we just need to attack with the Quellers here. So this is going to be close. He's just looking to assemble two burn spells, which he did not. Yeah, so whatever he does, we can Snapcaster, counter it. He's getting real itchy trigger finger because he's dead to Celestial Colonnade. Yeah, so we are in great shape. I think the right thing to do is, if we didn't know we were gonna win next turn, is to just Spell Snare that and still hold up Snap Cryptic. But with no cards in hand, obviously we can win with Colonnade, but if he just made us play it out, I'm probably just going to snap Electrolyze him and then activate Colonnade. Okay, so Geist is really good in this matchup. I think we can consider Vendilion Clique. Well, let's put them over here. We obviously want to bring in this Dispel. For the for sure cards are these. The 100% without question cards are these. Maybe this. It's a maybe. Don't know that we actually really need that. Like, our removal does the same thing, and the pass and bolts are more efficient. Cards we don't want. These Cryptics are just going to be too clunky. This Thundermaw is probably going to be too clunky. So these 4 trade out for this 4. Makes their deck a little bit more efficient. I don't actually like this Engineered Explosives. On the play, I don't really think I'd want Shadow of Doubt either. Probably, I suppose I could keep the Thundermaw and just go for like a, maybe the Purge. Actually, Purge probably makes more sense, just more efficient. Hits his creatures. Don't really, I mean, can't keep this hand. We really need to find something that has like a turn 1, an easy way to have bolt or removal on turn 1. And the reason is, if his Goblin Guide gets in like 2 or 3 attacks before we kill it, we're gonna lose that game. This stinks too. All right, well, what can you do? I want to put that on the bottom. So we're gonna see that play out now. Hopefully he puts a bolt. There is the bolt. So That actually worked out. One attack is okay. 2 attacks can actually be extremely detrimental. Let's just get the mountain. Reveals a spell snare. Let's bolt this. Now, hopefully he doesn't play Eidolon. That would be kind of... It would be kind of disastrous. There's an argument that I almost even let myself take 2 damage from the Goblin guy just so I can kill the Eidolon. Alright, so he's going to do that because he knows we have the spell snare. I'm willing to play this without... And let him play another 2-minute spell just so that I can now have like all of our counter magic online. That was maybe a mistake too, actually. I think I should have potentially kept up spell snare for the Eidolon. Yeah, we really need to find like a lightning helix or something. We may die to this. This can get an island. We're already at like multiples of. Let's play this one. Maybe I should have played that to make these logic necks better. That's annoying. It basically shuts off our logic knots. Kind of have to let it resolve because I can counter it unless he pays 2, and then he just can pay. So finding a helix would still be really good. We have a spell snare to counter his Skullcrack. I mean, we're not out of the woods if we draw not a land. That'll work. I think I just want to bolt now. If he has like 2 spells he can cast to save it, I don't want to also take the damage on his turn. Like, sure. Okay, so now we're in a bit better shape. There's a chance that we even get to get value out of this Logic Knot if he doesn't exile our whole graveyard. If I can cast this Logic Knot just one time, that'd be great. But he's at 2 cards. He should definitely be... Yeah, he should definitely be exiling all the cards at this point. Okay, he knows that we have a Spell Snare, so let's go ahead and Spell Snare that. Hopefully play something else. I don't really need to fetch because I can get an island with this basically at any time. We really need a way to close the game now. We're somewhat insulated from taking any additional damage from his spells. All right. Skullcrack us. So I can fetch us down to 5 and allow us to use a Logic Knot. I think I'm just going to dispel this. It puts a card in the graveyard for a future Logic Knot. And then it saves our logic knot in case we have to counter something like an Eidolon. Awkward. Put both these on the bottom. Play this. We'll have to find a way to answer a creature. We have to try to answer it with logic, not a removal spell, because we need a way to gain life. We need a way to close on the game. We can't keep sitting around here. Spend a Riftbolt, okay. Opponent still has 3 cards. Alright, Geist is a great card here. Is one of our best cards in the matchup. Kinda, I don't know if this is gonna come up, but we didn't get we took away the ability for ourselves to cast both of these logic knots. Thing is, we're gonna have to do something for 4 to make this Riftbolt resolve, so we're gonna have to fetch ourselves down to 5 anyway. I mean, we're definitely I'm not expecting to live this game. Do I want to bluff something? I guess I could try to let my logic knot. No, I think I do. I just want to make him question by having 2 mana up. He has 3 cards in hand. He's not doing anything. We're dead this turn. We're dead this game. Probably this turn. 4 cards in hand. Be surprised if we get to untap. Or if we get to draw. I would expect him also to do some better upkeep. Apparently not. Activate Colonnade. Do 10. That's the quickest way we're winning the game. It's gonna go for a Searing Blaze here. We're not gonna be able to counter it. We do get to counter this one, go to 1, die next turn. We can't actually. Okay, that's game. Alright, things should go a little bit better on the play. Let's play first. Keeping for sure. Steam Vents. I'm sorry. Hollowed Fountain, Sulfur Falls, probably Helix, whatever his first thing is. Goblin Guide. Hollowed Fountain, as discussed. We should draw. Alright, Snapcaster's going to be great. Don't want to give him an opportunity to skull crack, so let's just do this now and put ourselves back up to 20. Like, I would like to get the Goblin Guide trigger, but I think it's better to just 100% gain the 3 life. Eidolon's annoying. Draw a bolt here would be nice. That's pretty much just probably the end of the game. Our opponent has 5 cards in hand. We have 3 lands in play, and we are at 1 more life than we started. Another Eidolon's good, for sure. We are just going to snap Helix it now. So we overall only lose 1 life in that whole exchange. So now our opponent has 3 cards in hand. We're at 19 life. That's pretty good, for sure. Let's Serum Visions. I don't think I want to draw. Maybe I could draw 1 more land, actually. Did we play that land this turn? I don't think we did. No, I don't really think we need the other land. I think we can actually just kind of bottom both of these and then electrolyze one. The only downside is if he has a 1 mana spell. This game could potentially go south for us. If we electrolyze this, I think we still try the electrolyze. I think I can actually find like this. Just have to hope he's not holding a lightning bolt. Ah, it looks like he is. It stinks. The reason I didn't keep the land is because I can Queller and Serum Visions next turn. I do Queller can block this thing. And maybe I don't even want to Serum Vision. I just want to shoot that. Yeah. Actually, let me think for a second. Actually, no, I'm going to go ahead and cast the Serum Visions, and I'm fine to just sit on a Logic Knot. I want to get this threat into play, but if I can find a Geist of St. Trapp to like really end the game quickly, then I'd prefer to do that. All right, so I'm going to bottom, top, and the reason is now I can play a Queller and protect it with a Logic Knot. Alright, so we're just going to put a Queller into play next turn. Hopefully he plays a creature. We get to Queller it. He tries to kill the Queller. We get to counter what he tries to kill the Queller with. We get to counter what he tries to kill the Queller with. Yeah, so we'll Queller that. And then we will attempt to Logic Knot this. 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we have Snap Helix up. Wouldn't be surprised if he's sitting on a life gain spell. It's going to be harder to do the same play we just did, even though we have the cards to do it, simply because his cards are efficient. We only have 3 cards in the graveyard, and we really don't want to actually exile that Lightning Helix. If he could kill the Queller now, though, he would. I think it's correct to just snap Helix anyway. If he doesn't, so that puts him at 13, and then snap. This puts him at 9. Then we have another attack for. Yeah, I think if we just get as aggressive as we possibly can, then we can win this game. If he skull cracks or something, I just whatever. Well, now the game's really over. Alright, so we're going to put another Queller into play at the end of turn here. Well, now we can Rift Bolt something, or now we can make use of this Logic Knot because he's, you know, kind of tapping out here. Cool. As I said, definitely be better on the play. Haven't played against Burn in a while, but Burn is one of our better matchups. We just, I'm actually going to send this match to somebody who said they lost to Burn a lot at a recent event, because I think it was like a pretty reasonable example. Helix was really good. Snap was really good. The hands where we have Geist and Helix, those don't always happen, but those, like, this match was more of like a middle of the road one, I feel like, because the ones where we have like Helixes into Geists, it's not even a game. It's just like you can kill them and they still have like 4 cards in hand. Like, you're killing them faster than they can even deploy their spells. And you can, once you play a Geist, you can almost just like totally become aggro. It depends on life totals and everything, but there are times when you're like, Geist you for 6, Bolt Snap, Bolt you, Geist you, you're dead. It's like, it can turn, the corner can be turned extremely quickly. But I feel like this was sort of kind of a middle of the road matchup, like I said, but it shows like we have the tools. We have the spell snares, we have the dispels, we have the counter magic and logic knots. You could kind of see there how Electrolyze just isn't great. That's why I wanted to cut it. I guess I kept 1, was it? Maybe I didn't. No, I didn't cut the Electrolyze in this one because we have these 4 spells, and then we had 4 spells here. I don't really like Electrolyze. It's too clunky, and things like Swift Spear, you might not even kill it if they have 1 spell to pump it, so it's kind of awkward. But I guess I just didn't have enough to bring in here. So, okay, well, hope you guys are enjoying the league so far. As I've said in my past videos, please check out my latest vlog about the best Magic. I'm going to put 3 videos. If you didn't watch my F&M vlog, I think you would enjoy that too. So I'm going to put F&M vlog, best Magic the Gathering bag ever, and my latest landscape photography video. Everybody, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe. It lets me know that you like what I'm doing, and I will continue to make videos. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.